So if you're like me and you have a C8 Corvette and it looks like the wheels are kind of stuffed up under the fenders too much, we have a solution for you. So if you're like me and have a C8 Corvette and your wheels look like they're too far stuffed under the fender wells, we have a solution for around $300 that we're going to show you how to put on in about 30 minutes. Let's get right to it. Paragon Performance makes a 20mm wheel spacer that'll actually push those wheels out, make the car look a little more aggressive in stance, and honestly, I think it just looks better. So for around 300 bucks, you can get this kit of 4 wheel spacers. And we'll do the unboxing. And looks like they come in pairs in these little boxes. Okay, in the kit you're going to see some lug studs or some wheel studs, and I believe these are 21mm if I recall. And then what you're going to do with these is you're going to take your wheel off, and you're going to need a torque wrench that will torque to 140 foot-pounds. You're going to need a 22 and a 21mm socket. Once you take the wheels off, you're going to put these on. You're going to tighten them up to 140 foot-pounds with these nuts. Now, one thing that I don't know on my particular wheels, but most of the wheels out there, they claim that you're going to have to grind off just a little bit of your factory wheel stud, the area that doesn't have threads, so don't go into the threads. And that's going to allow the wheel to sit flush. So you're going to make sure that the wheel is sitting flush on this when you put it back up after you tighten it down. If it doesn't, you're going to have to go back and grind those studs down a little bit and look on the back of the wheel and see where it's hitting. You might want to put some small putty on the back of your wheel when you put it on, just to see where your studs are hitting and see where you got to cut off on the studs. So we have 4 of these, 2 for the front, 2 for the back. And the other thing you're going to need to have is a very large, usually like a chisel or something, to kind of slide into your brake rotor so that it can lock in on your caliper. So when you tighten these down to 140 pounds, the caliper is not going to spin. So let's get right to going and doing it. Okay, as I mentioned, the back of my wheels do have quite a bit of clearance in the off lug location. So I think that these studs are going to clear my particular wheels. So we're going to go ahead and throw these on. These get torqued to 100, and these are hub-centric. Hub-centric is really important so these things stayed centered and you don't have any vibration issues. And we're going to torque these to 140 foot-pounds, just like we do the wheels. And these are the 21mm. Your wheels are 22s, I believe. Oop, is it all right? Ah, that's what it is. These things have to slide around a little. Okay, you're going to have to slide something in here to stop your caliper from turning. We'll get all these snugged up. And so to not damage your calipers while you're torquing these to 140 foot-pounds, we put a little microfiber in there. All right, you're going to need a deep well socket for this. Okay, the spacers are all on. Now we're going to go clean the wheel up, bring it back over, put it on. Okay, the wheel spacers are complete and they look fantastic on the car. Gives the car a whole different stance between the rear wing and having the wheel spacers on, where the tires actually look like they're supposed to. They kind of line up with the fender well. Same thing on the front. Looks so much better. They really made a difference on the car. It gives us a wider stance, especially with that rear wing. You look at it from the back. I'm going to call this a success. The wheel spacers look fantastic. Thanks for being with us at the Full Octane Garage. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you don't like it, feel free to comment. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Our legal team made me promise to display this disclaimer before we ended the video. Please take a moment to read it before you make any buying decisions.